Hello guys, my name is Siren Ray. I'm the careerpreneur, and I am back with another car video. Y'all, if you seen the title of this video, I am kaput. I am so tired. And I just wanted to make this video because I was thinking, and I was going to make it last night, like when I was on my way home from my business or whatever. But I was just thinking about, because yesterday, I remember I was after I got done cleaning up and everything like that, I'm gonna tell you why I was cleaning up. I remember sitting in the tub and I was just letting the water run over me and stuff like that. I was getting in the shower so I can go grab me something to eat and stuff like that, because I was dirty from cleaning up after these guests all day. And I was just sitting in the tub letting the water run over me after everything had already happened. And I'm like, damn, I don't want this business no more. I don't want to do business no more. I don't want to be a businesswoman no more. It's just everything is too hard, right? But then I had to think about, is everything too hard, or is it just a bad day? So let me just start off by telling you guys exactly what happened. All right, so I had these guests, and these guests, I had an issue with my calendar, so they actually was a blessing at first. It was a blessing at first. But sometimes the hardest lessons start off as blessings at first, right? So one of my account, booking.com had did something weird with my calendar, and it wasn't unlocking on my Guesty app. And my Guesty platform is what connects all my listings together. So when somebody books, it blocks off the dates on all the platforms versus me having to do it myself and remembering. And that's how you end up getting double booked and stuff like that. It just puts everything in one place, so you can message everybody in one place. I'm gonna put the link down to Guesty in my description, but you can talk to everybody in one place, you can message everybody in one place, you can update everything in one place. So that's why I like Guesty. So with the Guesty app, it did something with the booking.com, and a guest never came, but the booking.com booking.com never took the reservation off my Guesty, so it was just on there and I couldn't figure out how to get it off. Maybe I could have connected it and reconnected it, but that's very difficult to do. So I was I don't got time to be doing all that. So I had this guest who was staying with me for a while, and this particular guest, she had some issues and she needed a place to stay for a while, right? She needed a place to stay for a while, her and her boyfriend and stuff like that, and she was pregnant. So I allowed them to stay. They didn't give me no problems. They was very respectful. They was very kind and stuff like that. But the only thing was they were dirty. They were just dirty. So I allowed them to stay or whatever. But it came down to the end where I guess they had got some sort of fight, and she just didn't want her ex there or her boyfriend or whatever there anymore. So she asked me to put him out, but I can't do that because that's illegal. If his stuff is still in there and he was a guest too, even though because he was still on a reservation, even though it was under her name, if that makes sense. So he been staying there the whole time, and his belongings are still in the Airbnb. So I can't just lock him out of his shit because somebody told me to lock him out of his shit. You get what I'm saying? That's illegal, and then that puts me in a bad place, because he could easily call the cops, and the cops is there, he trying to get his stuff, and she's not trying to let him in. And that's just ghetto, it's ratchet. I don't want that in my business. So I told her, I was I'll do it tomorrow morning, but I still want to reach out to him and give him a chance to pack his things. So if he's there right now and you're saying that you're not there because he's there, I'm gonna let him know you're coming to get your things tomorrow, and he needs to pack his things tonight and be out tomorrow morning before you come. And I'll go over there and with somebody to make sure he's out of the way, right? That's the best way to handle it. So long story short, I had to find a security guard. I had to find a security guard to come over there with me to help him to make sure that he got out on time and stuff like that, because he was a man and I was a woman. I would never suggest you going by yourself, especially if you're dealing with that opposite sex, because anything could happen. So I couldn't really get a security guard. My friends were saying that's not really a good idea anyway, because if you have somebody who comes in there that starts out with a gun, an armed security guard, that could cause more problems. So what ended up happening is one of my friends came with me, and he basically talked to him and stuff like that, and convinced him yo, bro, you just gotta go, and so on and so forth. And the guy just ended up leaving. He was taking his time and stuff like that. He was giving us a little bit of a hard time. He was trying to take his time. He was saying a lot of things under his breath or whatever. But ultimately, he got out. What I tell y'all, and I'm gonna insert the clip to the TikTok in this video. When I tell y'all, it was so dirty in there. It was so dirty in there. The clip that I put on TikTok wasn't even the most of it. Like, that was just like, that's just kind of what it looked like after I started, like, because I was picking up while he was like packing his clothes and stuff like that. I was still picking up stuff and I was starting to clean up. So it was worse than that. Like, it was literally old. Under the bed was full of old trash. Like, it was freaking moldy food in the microwave, like it's been left in there for days. Whole ass burritos and stuff like that. Blunt guts just all over the floor. Like, it looked like somebody like hocked the loogie and like spit on the wall. Then they had the nerve to have all my windows down. Like, all my windows was open with no screens in them, no blinds, but then the AC was on full blast, which I don't understand. So why, if you got the AC on, why you got all the windows open? So it was just a lot going on. Everything was extremely dirty. It was extremely dirty. It took me 6 hours. It took me 6 hours to clean that Airbnb from top to bottom, and I'm still not done. I have to go back today to like to fix some of the decorations and stuff like that. And then I have to do the bed bug spray, and I have to do a crawling insect spray, and then I still have to get the exterminators to come and spray and stuff like that, so to make sure that we don't accumulate bugs, or we didn't have any bug eggs or anything left over from their stay, because it was just extremely dirty. And I still got more trash, right? So it took me 6 hours to clean up. I was cleaning up from 7:30 in the morning all the way until 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, that's how long that shit took me to clean, right? So mind you, so in the midst of that, so that happened. So I was already pissed about that. I was already mad about that because I shouldn't have to do all that. And the cleaner was like unruly, right? And they was only there for 3.5 weeks. But it doesn't matter how long you're in a place that isn't yours. It should never look like that. Like, it looked like they just threw stuff and just never picked it up. So I can only imagine, because they were saying that she was saying that she wanted to extend her stay. I'm like, bro, I'm glad this happened, because there's no way you was extending your stay with me, not here, not living like this. No. So so what ended up happening is they ended up leaving. So I was cleaning up. I ended up having like 6 small trash bags just worth of trash and stuff I was throwing out. So trash day is on Monday. So what I did was I put it outside, thinking that, okay, mind you, yesterday was Sunday. I was thinking that, okay, the trash people gonna come pick it up tomorrow anyway, so it don't matter, put it outside. I put it outside. Y'all, for the past like 2 months, there's been this homeless lady. She decided to move to this abandoned building. Like, the building isn't necessarily unkept or nothing like that. It just looked like somebody owned it and they just didn't do nothing with it, right? It's nothing crazy. It looks like somebody was taking care of it at some point, but they just haven't sold it and just had it, right? And this lady decided to move. It's like a little stoop over there, like it's like a little shelter, like steps, and it's like a little shelter area. So at first it was just a chair. So I'm thinking, okay, she's just going to be sitting over there, like maybe she's just going to be sitting over there, she's chilling. But then trash started to accumulate. So now it's like a whole thing of trash. Like she just surrounded herself by trash. Like, it's like mountains of trash by her, and then she just started putting trash on the sides of the building in front of her. It's like a whole thing of trash. So she's a hoarder. She's a trash collector. I put my trash out there. I'm in the middle of cleaning. Something telling me to look out the window. I look out the window. The trash bags that I just put out there are all destroyed, ripped open. It's shit all over the sidewalk. I'm talking dildos, because the girl had she had like mad dildos in there. I don't know what they were doing, but like, it's dildos and food and clothes just everywhere all over the sidewalk. And I can't leave it like that, because if I leave it like that, the trash people are not going to pick it up. They're not going to clean it up. So because they're not going to clean it up, it has to be in a bag. So it has to be in a bag. I have to pick it up myself. But I know, and since she left it like that, other like people walking past, like other homeless people walking past, and it's Philly, and my place is on a main strip. So it's not that the neighborhood is necessarily bad. It's that sometimes homeless people come up there because they go to the restaurants and they ask them if they have leftover food, and they go through their dumpsters and stuff like that to see if they can find leftover food. So I noticed that it's another homeless man. He starts walking up and he starts going through the trash, because now it's inviting more people to do that. So I'm like, I can't leave this here and then go back to Delaware, because they're going to just keep busting it open, or it's going to still be over the street and it's going to be sitting here for a week and stuff like that. So I decide to re-bag it up and take it down the street to this dumpster behind Popeyes. And I know I'm incriminating myself, but I'm already in trouble, right? I go in there and I'm about to take the trash out, and I see this black car. At first, I'm not thinking nothing of it, so I proceed to put the trash in the trash can. The car slows down. He slows down enough, and he starts recording me, and I can see him recording me. So I'm like, oh, this is probably an undercover cop, because he got a bombed out like a black tinted like Ford Explorer, and then they got the black cap on, black sunglasses. We all know what an undercover cop is. So now the undercover cop probably gonna give me a fine or some shit for putting this trash in the dumpster. And I'm like, well, what was I supposed to do with it? Because every time I put it outside, the homeless people was ripping through it. So it's like, I'm trying to actually keep the street clean, but in return, I got me in trouble. So now, hopefully, when I get a fine, it's no more than $300, something I can pay. So I'm probably gonna be looking for that in the mail pretty soon. But it's just the fact that all that happened, and then I went back to the unit so I could take a shower. And one of the units I just cleaned, I took a shower because I was dirty all day, and I was gonna clean. I cleaned the tub back out anyway. So I took a shower and I changed my clothes and stuff like that. And I'm just thinking, like, I really hate my business. I really hate my business. And I was saying it out loud. And then I had to take back. I tell y'all that story to say, like, not every day is a good day. Like, just because somebody's making money, because I'm making way more money than I ever made in my business. Like, I'm starting to see it scale and stuff like that. Even though, like, it's not as much as I want. Like, it's a lot of money to some people. But what's a lot of money to some people is not a lot of money to me, especially with the type of bills I have and the type of lifestyle that I like. Right? So $11,000, $10,000 is a lot to some people a month, because that's a lot of money to them. To me, for me to be comfortable, I feel like it got to be $30,000. It needs to be $30,000 a month for me to be comfortable, right? So I say all that to say, you could be making money. Business could be at 95%. Everything could be going on, but you're still going to have bad days. And even though I'm still kind of upset with it right now, and I still got to figure out what I'm going to do about this homeless lady. Like, what I'm going to do about, like, it's certain things in my business I still have to fix now, because people came and they break stuff and stuff like that. And then it's just so much I have to do. I have to hire a trustworthy cleaner, because that's the hardest thing to find. It's just like, I'm thinking about all this different stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, like, do I hate my business, or do I just hate today? So you got it. When you're running a business, when you're a entrepreneur, ask yourself, is it the business that you hate, or do you just hate today? Because you're not going to love every single day. You're not going to love every single day. But it's about, like, do you keep going on the days that you hate? Because even though I had the worst day yesterday, everything just kept going wrong. I can't just throw my business away. I can't just stop my business or just give up on myself because I had a bad day. You get it? So, or stuff is not going right at the moment, because you have to think about when things are going right. You get what I'm saying? So you can't have everything go right and nothing go wrong. That's just not how life works, right? And that's what builds character. Because now, even when I do get my fine or whatever happens, I know not to do that shit. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna just close this video, and I'm gonna say, like, just when you're running a business, you have to understand that there's going to be good times, and it's going to be bad times and stuff like that. You have to roll with the punches, and most of the time the good outweighs the bad. All right, the good, that's just the price that you have to pay. So what I'm learning is that not every day is going to be a good day, but not every day is going to be a bad day either, and I have to roll with the punches. It's about what I do in those times that it is a good day. It's about what I do in those times that it is a bad day. And so what I decided to do is just roll with the punches. Just take what I learned, and just take what I learned from my business, take the mistakes that I learned from my business, and grow into a better business person. Because that's what I did with my first business. Before I scaled to a bigger building, I learned from all the mistakes that I did. So I kept learning. So I made a lot of mistakes with the first unit that I didn't do with the second unit. I made a lot of mistakes with the first building I didn't do with the second building. So you get what I'm saying? So on and so forth. So I just had to learn every time something goes wrong, just take it as a lesson of something what not to do. Okay. But yeah, so that is my video today. I put a little worksheet down below to guys help you. I think in my videos I'm gonna start doing little worksheets that you guys can print out, and it's basically a worksheet to let you know, like, basically a worksheet to bring you back to reality of, like, so when you're feeling bad, I want you to print that worksheet out, make yourself a binder, and write down the pros and the cons of your business and stuff like that. I guarantee you it's going to outweigh the cons. The pros are going to outweigh the cons, or you wouldn't keep doing it and stuff like that. And then also exercise on how to analyze what you learned from what went wrong and how to solve it the next time, so that way you don't keep repeating the same thing over and over again. But yeah, so that is my video, you guys. It's a short and sweet video. I just want to update you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Again, my name is Siren Red. I'm the Creatorpreneur, and I'll see you guys on the next